What's up, guys? It's your favorite Kiwi coach, and give me 6 months of your time and I'll give you the best golf swing of your life. So welcome back to the channel. In this particular video, we're going to be doing another client before and after video, and this is going to be an update video to the original video of Natsuki Hatano's golf swing analysis. So if you guys enjoyed that video, I think you guys will enjoy this video. It's from lesson number 3, so let's go do this thing. But before we get into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, and that is Kiwi Golf Japan. If you're too busy or you just can't make it out to our locations for lessons, Kiwi Golf Japan is the membership site for you. With over 170 plus videos of golf instruction, we have everything on the site you could possibly want. So go ahead and check out that link down below and let's get into this analysis. So like I said in the intro, this particular video is going to be an updated video from the first video of Natsuki Hatano's golf swing analysis. So if you guys haven't watched that, go ahead and make sure to watch that first, then go hop over to this video because it's going to make a whole lot more sense. So before we get into what we're going to be discussing, let me go play the before swing, then the after swing, and then we'll talk about what we're going to be discussing in this particular video. So this is going to be the before swing. All right, and this is going to be the after swing. Alright, so as you can probably see, the backswing as well as a lot of the downswing looks quite different between the two swings. So what I want to start off with first is we're going to be talking about primarily from P3 to P4 for the backswing, and then on the downswing we're going to be primarily talking from about P5 to P7 on the downswing. So let's go ahead and go into actually P3 first, and then we'll go from there. So if you guys watched the first video, you guys know one of the main things we were trying to work on was going to be her hand position at P3 as well as the club shaft position at P3. In the before swing, we're really finding that the hand positioning was pretty far behind her, and then the club shaft was pretty vertical at position 3. And then from there, what we would find is with the hand path from P3 to P4, it was kind of looping towards the head, and then the club shaft from P3 to P4 would stay really vertical until the last second, and then she would flatten quite drastically in the before swing. So what you're going to see now in the after swing is I feel like we pretty much eliminated that from her backswing. So let's go ahead and take a look and I'll show you the differences. So I think it's quite simple to see at position 3 now we're finding that the middle of her hands is positioned right behind the sternum, which is pretty much exactly where I want her to be. If we go take a look at the before swing, we're seeing that it was positioned right around the shoulder, which is way too far behind her at this particular point of the swing for a 7-iron. From here, if we go draw an angle on the club shaft, we're going to find that the after swing is now right around 30 degrees, which is really close to where we want it to be, right? 35 to 40 is ideal, so she could still be a little bit flatter, but this is a whole lot better than the before, which let me show you that right now. So as we go take a look at the before, we can see that she's right around 18 degrees. So that's roughly right around 12 degrees of difference right there. So she's doing a whole lot better getting that club shaft flatter earlier in the backswing, so she doesn't have to flatten so drastically at the top of the swing, which I think is a big key point for her. Now, if you watched the last analysis, you would know that from P3 to P4, just like I stated earlier, the club shaft stayed pretty vertical, and then right until the last second, she wasn't really flattening. So let's go take a look at that last second flattening move, and that was going to be this right here. So right before she started down, the club shaft would flatten right around 20 degrees, which is quite a lot for that short of time frame. So this led her to really the overall feeling that her top of swing position was really inconsistent, because when you flatten your club shaft that much in a short time frame, it's going to be inconsistent, right? Because you have a large range of motion to move towards in a short time frame, right? That's always going to lead to inconsistencies. So now as we watch her after swing, as she moves up to the top, we can find that she's not flattening anywhere near as much. And then as she gets up to the top of the swing, she doesn't need to flatten the club shaft as much because she's already into the correct position. And now she's starting to feel like her top of swing position is a whole lot more consistent. Now, some other things we changed at the top of swing was going to be her arm height, which that's what you can kind of see me doing with this alignment stick drill right here. I'm basically just giving her the overall feeling of trying to keep that lead arm lower from position 3. And we obviously were able to get into a whole lot better position once we started to get that feeling. If we take a look at the before swing, we'd see that the arm is actually above the shoulder line, which again, I think is not the best place to be, because what happens is when your arms are that high, you have to be really patient to allow your arms to drop down and connect with your body before you start to rotate. Or else, if you don't, your arms are going to get trapped behind the body like her before swing was doing. And then from there, the elbow's stuck behind the rib cage and it's difficult to really get the correct hitting motion. So being able to change her top of swing lead arm height was also very crucial for her, and we were happy that we're able to get it done in this particular lesson. All right, so moving into the downswing now. So in the before swing, yes, we had that excessive flattening motion in transition, which led to overall an underneath the plane position at position 6. But on top of that, what she would do is she would rotate her pelvis very early, and then right around position 5, she's already got the elbows stuck behind the rib cage, and she's already gotten the hip line or the pelvis line parallel to the target line, which is really early at this particular particular position. So in the after swing, now that the lead arm is a lot lower and her rotation sequence is a lot better, now we're finding that the elbow is getting in front of the rib cage, which that's why you're seeing the position 5. The elbow position looks so much different here. And because it's in front of the rib cage now and she hasn't rotated as much, she's now going to be able to get the elbow continuing to stay in front of her, and she's going to be able to get into the correct hitting position at position 6. So as we take a look at the before swing, as she continues to come down, now we're going to see the club shaft continuing to flatten, and then right around position 6, she gets the club head well behind the hands, as well as she's really over rotated at this point and the elbow is stuck behind the body. As we go to the after swing, now we're seeing that she's actually steepening the club shaft, so the club head is starting to get in line with the hands more at position 6, and because of this and the elbow not being stuck behind the body, she's in a really great spot to actually hit the golf ball. She's going to be able to rotate low and left, and she's not going to get so much right side lateral bend as she moves through the ball. Now another important point, because we also changed subtly the hand path as well, let's go take a look at the lead arm angle at position 6, because this is one of the key points that I like to talk about a lot with my pros, is getting this lead arm into the correct spot. So let me actually draw this angle correctly for you guys. So it's right around 12 degrees here. If we go take a look at the before swing, she's going to be right around 20 something degrees, right? So right around 20 degrees. So the reason why this lead arm angle is so important, because it's going to tell you the overall swing direction potential at position 6. If your left arm angle is 20 degrees or more, your potential for swing direction will be quite far left, and if you get your swing direction really far left from position 6, you could potentially even miss the golf ball or top the golf ball. So what are most people going to do? Well, they're typically going to start to add on right side lateral bend quite excessively from position 6, as well as they're going to try to continue to flatten the club shaft, which if you continue to flatten the club shaft and add on right side lateral bend, you're going to have a wide open face angle right before you hit the golf ball, and you're going to have to rely on a massive flip to square the face, right? So it's a really inconsistent way to hit. Versus the after swing, when you get the lead arm angle right around 15 degrees or less, what you're going to find now is it's okay for you to exit left quite a bit and not top the ball and not miss the ball. As well, you don't need to add on as much right side lateral bend because of that, and you're going to find that your actual pivot or your exit is going to be a little bit flatter, and you're not going to see the right shoulder drop so much, and you're not going to be so stuck through that zone. All right, so that's it on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to give you guys some quick summary points to take home for you. If you're one of those people that are really struggling with changing the overall look of your golf swing, I really want you guys to focus on a very simple process. First and foremost, you guys need to be filming your guys' golf swings. If you're not filming your golf swings, you really can't measure if you're getting better or not, right? You're just relying on your feeling. And hopefully by now, if you guys have been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know if you rely on your feeling, you typically might not actually get the results that you want. That's why it's always important to back it up with real data, which in this case is going to be use a phone, use your slow motion, and then actually draw angles to check your points. And then once you've gone through that, I think it's going to be a whole lot easier to change your swing. When it comes to changing the actual motions in this particular client's swing, again, we had to really focus on changing the overall hand path and then the overall club shaft movement. Once we were able to change that on the backswing, a lot of the downswing stuff actually started to happen by itself, right? And that's the domino effect that we like to talk about in our videos. So if you're struggling with this, because I know it's a lot of work and it's hard to do by yourself, well, check out my Kiwi Coach 6-month program. Give me 6 months of your time. I'll give you the best golf swing of your life. Check out the website. You can literally see every single lesson and what we're going to be talking about, and we're going to show you exactly how we can get the results that we get the results all the time with all of our clients. So check that out. Also sign up for the membership because it supports this channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.